Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Workout with a Trooper. My name is Jerry O'Malley. I'm the fitness coordinator here at the Massachusetts State Police Academy in New Braintree. This morning, joining us to my right, Trooper Michael Wilhite, and to my left, Trooper Scott LaPointe of the Health and Fitness Unit are going to help us through this workout. So a couple things I'd like to happen before starting is I want you to get permission from either mom or dad or your guardian at home. Make sure it's okay to work out. Secondly, that you have no medical conditions that would preclude you from fully participating. Having said that, before we start this workout, we're going to go ahead and start with a warm-up. So walking in place, hands out to your side, palms facing downward, fingers extended and joined, some arm circles forward. And the purpose of the warm-up, again, is to increase body temperature and get the blood circulating to all the muscles that are going to be involved in the workout that we'll be doing this morning. Okay, let's reverse direction, go backwards with those arm circles. Maintaining that walking in place. Good. From here, we're going to segue into high knees. High knees. So getting those knees up nice and high, basically running in place. Good. Circulating that blood to the extremities and increasing core temperature. The goal here. Now we're going to segue into side straddle hops, aka jumping jacks. Straddle stance, hands overhead, palms facing forward, fingers extended and joined. Okay, good. From here, we're going to go back into walking in place, hands out by your sides, palms facing downward, rotating those arms forward, shoulder rotations. Good. Good. Let's reverse direction with those shoulders. Rotating backwards now. Walking in place. Good. All right, let's segue into high knees. Getting those knees up nice and high. Running in place. Increasing core temperature. Circulating that blood to the extremities and to the muscles that are going to be required for this workout. Okay, and side straddle hops or jumping jacks. Palms facing forward, fingers extended and joined, stepping off to your left, and then back to the start position. Good. And 10 seconds. Three, two, one, time. All right, that concludes our warm-up. Let's get right into the workout. For today's workout, we have a You Go, I Go workout where you'll work out with a partner. So if you don't have a partner, simply grab one of the troopers that you see on the screen and go or work out off their rep range. That'll be your partner for today. So the You Go, I Go, it'll be 5 exercises and we're going to do 5 reps of each. Push-up, sit-up, burpees, squat jumps, and side straddle hops. So at this point, we're going to go over the points of performance of each. First one being a push-up. We'll have Trooper LaPointe demonstrate. We're going to begin in what's called the front lean and rest position, where our hands are positioned underneath our shoulders. We want a straight line, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Feet can be together up to 6 inches apart. We begin by descending our chest toward the ground. Once the back of our arms are parallel to the ground, we may push the ground away, fully extending the arms to the top to complete 1 rep. Subsequent rep looks like that. We'll perform 5 push-ups. Next exercise we'll do is the sit-up. We'll have Trooper Michael Wilhite demonstrate. Soles of your feet together during this exercise, not flat on the ground. Very important. Knees out to the side. Hands started overhead in this position here. We're going to sit up by making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes, not your heels. Back all the way down on the deck. Subsequent rep looks just like that. We're going to do 5. Next exercise, Trooper LaPointe will demonstrate, is the burpee. In the burpee, we're going to squat down, get our hands underneath our shoulders, kick our feet back and get our chest all the way to the ground. And on return, we're gonna get our chest up off the ground, bring our feet underneath our shoulders, and we're going to jump with our hands overhead. Subsequent rep looks like this. Good, we'll perform 5. Next exercise Trooper Wilhite will demonstrate is the squat jump. So all the points of performance exist for the squat, except at the bottom of the position of the squat. When we come out of the squat to full hip extension, we're going to jump, and then we're gonna land back in the bottom. Very important here that we keep our heels glued to the deck during the squat. We initiate the movement with our hips first, keeping the knees out over your toes, not letting your knees collapse in at any point. Last exercise we'll have Trooper LaPointe demonstrate is the side straddle hop. You may know it at home as the jumping jack, but the start position are feet together, hands by side. On count 1, you're stepping off with your left foot, both hands overhead, palms facing forward, fingers extended and joined. On count 2, you're back to the start position. On count 3, you repeat and count 1, and then back to the start position. All right, so we're performing 5 exercises. We're gonna do 5 reps of each. Trooper Wilhite will begin the workout. When he finishes all 5 exercises of 5 reps, then Trooper LaPointe will do the same. That will be 1 round. We'll do that 5 rounds, and we'll do that for time. All right, we good to go? All right, let's get after it. We'll keep a running clock going. First exercise for Trooper Wilhite will be the push-up. The push-up, starting round 1 in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, descending that chest down toward the ground, getting the back of the arms parallel to the deck, and then transitioning into sit-ups. Soles of your feet together, starting with your shoulders on the deck, sitting up by making your spine vertical. Remember to touch the top of your toes, top of your toes. Good. Now on your feet for 5 burpees. Getting that chest all the way to the ground. Back to your feet with a jump, hands overhead. So these 5 exercises, all the rep range are 5 for each. Now 5 squat jumps, beginning with your hips back and down, keeping those knees out, keeping a nice tight flat back. Once you hit the bottom of that squat, you want to explode out into a jump. Now 5 side straddle hops. Good. Now you go, I go. So Trooper Wilhite will now rest, and Trooper LaPointe will take over the rep range for the second half of round 1. 5 push-ups. Good. 5 sit-ups. Soles of the feet together, sitting all the way up by making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good. Now back on your feet. We have 5 burpees. Want to get your chest all the way to the ground, back to your feet, jump, hands overhead. Good. Way to work. Stay with it. Now 5 squat jumps. Initiating that movement with your hips back and down, keeping those heels glued to the ground at the bottom of the squat. You're going to explode out into a jump. Now 5 side straddle hops. Okay, beginning round 2. Round 2 with Trooper Wilhite. 5 push-ups. Descending that chest down toward the deck, pushing that ground away to full extension of the arms. All right, sit up, soles of your feet together. Sit up by making your spine vertical and touching the top of your toes. Good. 5 burpees. So from the standing position, all the way down, getting your chest to the floor, back to your feet, jumping with hands overhead. Way to work. Stay with it. Five squat jumps. Hips back and down, knees out over your toes, keeping those heels glued to the deck, exploding out into a jump from the bottom position of that squat. 5 side straddle hops. Good. Okay, second half of round 2, Trooper LaPointe with 5 push-ups. Hands underneath your shoulders, descending that chest down toward the ground. Once the back of your arms are parallel to the deck, you may then push the ground away. Soles of your feet together here for the sit-up. Hands overhead. Sit up by making that spine vertical. Remember, touching the very tip top of your toes. Good. Way to work. Okay, on your feet, transitioning into burpees. Hands on the deck, getting that chest all the way down, making sure it's in contact with the floor. and then feet back in under your shoulders, jumping with hands overhead. Good, way to work. Okay, 5 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, knees out over your toes, heels glued to the deck, exploding out into a jump once you hit the bottom position of that squat. 5 side straddle hops. Good, trooper will height now, beginning round 3 with 5 push-ups. Chest down toward the deck, pushing that ground away to full arm extension at the top. Soles of your feet together, arms overhead for the sit-up. Sit up by making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good. Way to work. Good, stay with it. 5 burpees now. On your feet, getting your chest all the way to the floor. Getting those feet underneath your shoulders and then jumping with hands or arms overhead. Good, 5 reps. And 5 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, keeping those heels glued to the deck during the descent of that squat, and then exploding out into a jump. 5 side straddle hops. Good. Okay, second half of round 3 here with 5 push-ups, triple point. Descending that chest down toward the ground, back of the arms parallel, and push that ground away. Good, 5 sit-ups, soles of your feet together, starting with your hands overhead. Sit up by making that spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Way to work. Good job. 5 burpees on your feet, chest all the way to the floor, back to your feet, jump with hands or arms overhead. Nice work. Okay, 5 squat jumps, feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, exploding into a jump once you hit the bottom position of that squat. Now 5 side straddle hops. Good. Starting round 4, 5 back to 5 push-ups. Now 5 sit-ups. Back flat on the ground, soles of your feet together, hands overhead, sitting up by making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good. Now 5 burpees on your feet, chest all the way to the floor, back to your feet, hands overhead, and you're jumping. Good. Chest all the way to the ground. Make sure that chest gets into contact with the floor. Good. Now 5 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, knees out over your toes. Keep those heels glued to the deck until you jump and explode out into that jump. Good. 5 side straddle hops. Okay, second half of round 4. Second half of round 4, 5 push-ups. Sending that chest down toward the ground, pushing the deck away, extending those arms to the top. Segueing now into 5 sit-ups, soles of your feet together, hands overhead, sit up by making that spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good, way to work. Stay with it. Okay, 5 burpees. Get that chest all the way to the deck, back to your feet, jump with hands overhead. Good. Rep range of 5. Good. 5 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down, knees out over your toes. Exploding into a jump once you hit the bottom position of that squat. Good. 5 side straddle hops. Good. Starting round 5. Trooper will height with 5 push-ups. Okay, 5 sit-ups. Remember, soles of your feet together, shoulders back on the deck, hands overhead, sitting up, making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good. Last round, stay with it. Okay, on your feet for 5 burpees. Chest all the way to the deck, back to your feet, jump, hands overhead. Good, 5 reps. Way to work. Nice job. Five squat jumps and 5 side straddle hops. Okay, second round of round 5. Here we go. Second half of round 5. 5 push-ups, chest down toward the deck, pushing the ground away to fully extend those arms at the top. Soles of your feet together, shoulders back on the deck, hands overhead. Sit up by making your spine vertical, touching the top of your toes. Good. Okay, on your feet, 5 burpees. 5 burpees. Chest all the way down to the deck, back to your feet, jumping with hands overhead. Good. 2 more. Nice. All right, 5 squat jumps. Feet shoulder width apart, hips back and down. Once you hit the bottom position of that squat, explode out into a jump. Good. And 5 side straddle hops. And time. The time is 9 minutes and 23 seconds of this You Go, I Go partner workout. Hopefully you had a great workout at home, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Workout with a Trooper. Thanks again for joining us today for this episode of Workout with a Trooper. We hope to see you again in the future. Remember, stay active, stay fit, and stay healthy.